Okay, namaste everyone. Let me start the program. Respected Modikala Subbadewan, NELTA President, Dr. Nabil, Relo and Biswaraj Gautam, Relo Specialist, the US Embassy Nepal, Professor Dr. Lasman Gewali, NELTA Senior Vice President, Mr. Ashok Sapkota, NELTA Treasurer, all the NELTA Central Committee members, Province President, branch chairs, and all the wonderful participants. Namaste and good evening once again. I am Vikas Rimal, NELTA National Program Coordinator, and I would like to welcome you all in this second episode of Journal Editors Workshop Series. And today's workshop is entitled on Creating an Impactful Editorial Team. As you know that this series of workshops are supported by the RELO, US Embassy Nepal. For today's session, we assigned two facilitators, that is Professor Dr. Lasman Gewali, Senior Vice NELTA, and Dr. Santosh Agrawal, Central Committee Member of NELTA. However, due to Dr. Agrawal's mother's health, she will not be able to join. So her part will also be covered by Dr. Gewali. Without any delay, let me introduce Professor Dr. Lasman Gewali. Lasman Gewali, PhD, leads English language teacher education programs at Kathmandu University. He taught English language at primary, secondary, and tertiary level in rural and urban parts of Nepal for 15 years. After his graduate studies in teacher training for ELT at the University of Exeter, UK, as a Honorary scholar, he came to the field of teacher education and training. He is widely published in the areas of language pedagogy, teacher professional networking, and academic writing, among others. He was the founding editor of Journal Education and Research published by the Kathmandu University School of Education. He currently serves NELTA as a Senior Vice President as well as the Deputy Editor-in-Chief of NELTA Journal. Before handing over the floor to the facilitator, I would like to inform that if you have any questions related to today's topic, you can write them in the chat box during the presentation. We'll be taking some of the questions at the Q&A session later. For your information, I have already shared the schedule and Zoom link of all 5 workshops in your email a week before. If you have not received it, please let me know. I'll resend it again. Now, over to you, Lasman sir.
Okay, thank you, Vikasji, for your nice. I was switching my Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi didn't work, so I was switching to LAN. I think I'm heard. Yes. Okay. Welcome everyone to this day 2. The second session of this series of webinar, workshop, whatever we call it, to enhance our skills in journal editing. We always grow and we grow better together. So we are growing together. We are here not because we really know a lot more than you. Maybe we've gathered a little dust on our jackets than you have done. So that's what we're going to blow, okay, in this workshop. So if it doesn't sound good, let us know. If it sounds good, tell others, okay? So with this message, I would like to start the session. In this, what happens is most of the time, I will be talking simply to give you instructions, ask you questions. I will, share my experiences, and I will share some readings that I have collected from here and there, for which there will be links and sources available. And then also, I will expect you to say what you think or your insights, share your insights. and also contribute by writing in the chat box or maybe in Google Doc. I'll be sharing the link for you. So as we call it a workshop, what does a workshop mean? A workshop is a place where we produce something. At the end of the activity, something has to be produced, okay? Some product has to come out. So what are we going to, make or develop out of this interaction today? Let us see what comes out. Let's start. As I said, you're not less experienced, okay? It's not that I'm really a different person. Maybe I have some experience from here and there, I'll share that, but I'll simply act as a facilitator for your learning, okay? So let me share the screen first, but time and again, I will be sharing and unsharing the screen all the time. That will be a bit disturbing sometimes, but that's how I would like to run the show. You have some homework. Can somebody shout out what the homework is that Ram sir and Ganga madam gave? Can somebody shout out?
Yes, sir. It was annual journal calendar.
Annual journal calendar. And then I saw your mail to Bikaji. I did not see, I think, others. Anyway, you might have done it in groups. That's okay. So that is the annual calendar means. So please be quick in admitting people so that it doesn't disturb me. So your plan to make a call from there on to the publication of the journal and distribution. Yes, Santaji?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So that is also an agenda for today. So I will ask you to unpack what you've done at that particular time. Okay. Yes. Now let us go on. You're welcome. And as you already know, the workshop is being recorded and will be available on YouTube channel. You have the link. And for your investment of your time and energy, you're going to get a memento, a certificate, and 80% attendance is mandatory. How many days are you going to be here altogether? Anyone?
5 days, sir. 5 days.
So that means you have liberty to be away one day, but that will cost you a lot. Okay, so don't leave anything, because when something is done, it has to be done fully. Okay, and then yes, at the end of the session there will be a link shared, and then you have to fill the form, and that form will certify that you attended this session. And then, as you are very disciplined, but I would like to reiterate these rules. When you're speaking, switch on your mic. When you're not, mute. And video, you switch off, because it helps us to have a better bandwidth interconnectivity. And then questions, suggestions, anything, complaints, anything, there's chat box. And then if you have to say something important, then raise your hand and we'll try to respond to your call. Now, in this workshop, we have 3 objectives, okay? One is you'll have been, by the end of the session, you'll have been familiarized with and worked out the criteria for editors and reviewers selection, okay? And you'll have discussed the working modality and procedure for setting up an editorial board and their responsibilities. And you'll have developed awareness about handling articles, manuscripts, editing, peer review, publication and distribution of the journal or particular issue. So what we cover in this session is, you already saw in the objective, but I would like someone to read out what we cover today. Can I invite anybody else who has not spoken so far?
Okay, shall I, sir?
Yes.
So what we cover in this session, that means I need to read it, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Developing criteria for editors and reviewers selection. Setting up an effective editorial board and authorizing with responsibilities. Organizing editors meeting quarterly or annually. Handling the received articles and manuscripts. And setting up the lead time for editing, peer review, publication, and distribution of the journal.
Very good. So basically what we are going to do is to work around the editorial board and their responsibilities and what plan they make. There's little, I shouldn't say conflict, but there's a double role. Are we developing all these things as a manager who is not part of editorial board? Or are we part of editorial board, so we are developing this? Now, when I ask this question, the first one, developing criteria for selecting editors and reviewers. Editors, fine. Editors, the managers will do. Reviewers, editors can do. Normally editors do, but managers help. And then setting up the board, editorial board, authorizing responsibility, that is managerial role. And organizing editors meetings quarterly is not manager's role, it is editors themselves do it. And then handling the articles, manuscripts, editors do it. And setting lead time for all the activities editors do. So remember, we are dealing with two roles. Okay, one, the managers of the organization, publishing organization. For example, in your case, your brands, okay, or your provincial committee. But once you develop the editorial board, then off they go. Okay, they do it. You simply watch. You simply get updates. You simply feel happy that things are going well. Okay, so this is it. Now, the first thing is developing the criteria for editors and reviewer selection. Okay, how do we select the review editors first and then reviewers later? So how do we do? Before we go there, I mean, in a while I'll share this link and you'll be writing. Let me ask you a question. Who is involved in producing a journal? For this, now let us do this. Let us go to, okay, I think, yes, right. Let us, I'll stop sharing here. Oh no, I should keep sharing actually. So what you do is you come here. Oh no, what I need to do is this. I need to send you the link, hey? And the link is here, okay? The link is here. And what we do? Everyone, click the link and please come to this page, okay? This page, and yes, everyone please come. And what you do, you do not write in 2, 3 boxes, just one box, okay? Who is involved in producing a journal? Please write only in this right side of the question. No, I'll delete if you're writing in wrong place. Okay, so write here only. All, no. in the same box. You just enter and write. Authors, okay. And do not write if somebody else has already written the right answer. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll create some space. So write here. You go to different line and then write. Okay. So when you see author, already somebody has written authors, then you don't need to write authors. Editors, okay. You don't need to write again. Reviewers, fine. So now somebody has already written, okay. Organization, okay. Please do not write. Please delete if you have, if you see somebody already writing. So authors, editors, reviewers, okay, publishers, and then press, okay, press as well. And yes, so now managers, fine. Please stop now. Authors and contributors are the same, but you've written 2 words, fine. Managers, okay, layout designer, yes, ICT people, reviewer, I think reviewer already done. Yes, very good, very good. Please stop writing. Please stop writing and let me put number here, okay? So authors, editors, reviewers, publishers, okay? Maybe somebody wants to write distributors, okay? I don't know. If you think so, I will write. Distributors are also somehow, okay, somehow responsible. Yes, editors, all. We don't need to write all. Editor-in-chief, okay. I think editors will do. Yes. So editors, repeated. Layout designer, marketing section, okay. Contributors and authors is the same. All right, very good. I don't need to answer that, okay? Very good. And can somebody shout out, which role are you going to take?
Editor?
No. Editor? So what is the title of our workshop? Journal Editors Workshop. Okay, yes. So you are being trained to be editors. Remember, biggest responsibility, except the money, lies on the editors, the editorial board. Okay, very good. Now let me go to next question. Yes, okay. Now, how do you choose the editors and reviewers? How do you choose the editors and reviewers? Remember, you will not remember. Okay, wait. So, sorry. I will now write the, yes, sample answer. And then, or you can write. So, okay. So you can write here in that do not write with others. So let me create many lines. So choose a different line and write. Do not juggle, crowd yourself in one place. Ask for, okay, on the basis of, based on expertise, geography. Okay, I am not talking about the quality. I'm talking about the process of how we select. Okay, I'll help you. What I mean is, yes, here, okay. I'll write at the top and then you tell me, okay? So, oh, why is it like that? Just a minute. Okay. Yes. So here, do you see? How do you select? What I'm saying is this. One is headhunt. Okay. You just try to find out who is available, who is taken positively by your community of writers. Okay. So headhunt. Or you can maybe I'll make this size a little bigger. Okay. Yes. Then advertise publicly. Okay. Or ask for an EOI, expression of interest in your network. I mean, like within your branch, within your province, wherever in your network. Or you can narrowcast in your network. Narrowcast is broadcast is, you know, go widely publicly. Narrowcast is you publicize, but within your network, okay, within your NELTA community, membership, or maybe well-wishers, those people. So based on request to be editor, okay, based on the specific capability, that is quality of the people. Geography, I'm saying, how do you send the information, find the people, and then select the people, okay? Headhunt, you see, headhunt is you find wherever you go, you look around and you try to find out the right person. And the other, advertise publicly in Kantipur or wherever. Or ask for EOI, okay, if you want to be an editor, fine. But you can narrowcast is, maybe you can use podcast or any email messages, this. And then next is through recommendation, all right, okay. Yes, recommendation, fine. I think we call that snowball process, okay. Snowball is you ask one and this person says somebody's name, and then you go to them and they might say, okay, I'll be happy, but you can choose somebody else. Consulting other journals, okay. So you mean that you want to hire editors who are already working, busy with other journals? That's risky, okay. Yes, so now, first we make a roster of the reviewers, okay. Now, in case of reviewers, yes, you make a roster, but how do you do that? Maybe advertise publicly, okay, based on experience, all right. So then, I will not, okay, you can stop writing there so that I can edit it, because I'm going to send this document to all of you through because this will be your baby, okay, brainchild. So you should have it. So okay. Sometimes requesting someone who already is engaged in editing journals, okay. So that is head-on, isn't it? But I'll not delete them. There are different expressions you are doing, okay. I'll simply edit personal request to be an editor, headhunt, collecting bio, okay, geography, gender. I think these are, so we will do this later. Okay, or the per knowledge, as per knowledge, maybe as per knowledge, okay. And then that's a criteria. I'm not talking about criteria. I'm talking about the process based on expertise, based on experience. I think most of you have tried to mix up things, but I'm not unhappy, okay. Yes, so then here, all right, let me, because when I send this list to you, it should be a finished product, okay, kind of. And well respected in research community, people who want to get involved in journal publication. We make a roster for the reviewers, all right. So now the message to you is there are multiple ways. In NELTA, for editors, the central committee decides by consultation. And editors will decide on the reviewers by consultation, by headhunt, by personal contact, or by snowball sampling. I mean, snowball technique. So we do multiple approaches to select people, both sides, when we select editors, and then when we select the reviewers as well. Okay, but then the bigger problem, you know, in selecting people is okay. One is the process, but the other is the criteria. Okay, the criteria, or let us say what we require the prospective editors and reviewers to be. what we want them to bring with them, what experiences, what knowledge, the skills, attitude, like that. So for this, what we do, okay. Okay. Please do not write in other places, only one box, okay? I don't want to develop a 1 kilometer long file, okay? So we'll brainstorm now. First criteria for, criteria for editors, okay? Editor selection. So for editor selection, what do we do? Yes, now I will create many lines. So go to one line and then, yes, how do I, oh yes. So yes, so expertise, do not write in too many boxes, eh? Yes, linguistic expertise, experience, expertise. Can you not repeat what somebody has written? Okay. Do not repeat, okay? And write in the same box, not other boxes. Work passion, okay. How do you measure the passion? I don't know. By interview? Or by, okay, by getting the EOI? You need to find out, or asking around. Then time commitment, we have knowledge, inclusive. Okay, inclusivity. Yes, you're right. You can't always choose people from the same demography, okay? Socio-demography, all right, okay. Then technical knowledge, all right. Expertise, okay. Expertise, fine. Geography, yes, geography, I think that makes sense. In Central Committee NELTA editors, we don't have people from outside, many, very few. Now we can afford, because the Corona has, pandemic has, trained us to use online platforms, so we can meet from anywhere. This time our chief editor-in-chief lives in Australia, and we work together, okay? So field of interest to be evaluated on the basis of previous researches, based on research paper publications. All right, okay. All right. Aspiration to be an editor, portfolio, yes, workshop, certified person. Okay. Do you think there are people who are certified to be editors? Who wrote this? Can somebody shout out and say? Who wrote that certified person? This workshop, you mean? Can somebody, who wrote this? Can you say we have certified people available? You mean this workshop? Oh, hello, boys and girls. Okay, yes. I think we have enough. Oh, hopefully we'll not disqualify ourselves by having too many criteria. All right. Once again, let me read. Please just stop writing. Hey. Work passion, done. Accountability means the person is accountable. Expertise, interest, linguistic expertise. Yes, you are right. There are authors whose language is great, but editors, they may not have. Okay, that's a problem. And if the person is punctual, okay, timing commitment, we have knowledge and experience about writing and publishing articles, journals, inclusive experience of reviewing, inclusion generations, okay. We're not talking about reviewers now yet, okay. Sound knowledge of different genre, good network, okay. A person who has good network is also useful, resourceful. Interest, portfolio covers everything. Aspiration to be an editor, based on research paper publication, good knowledge and research, field of interest to be evaluated. Okay, fine. Now, what I say is most of you are indicating that the person who we are thinking of selecting as an editor or the member of editorial board needs experience. Experience means publication or being an editor, okay? And then if we choose someone to be an editor, and then this person has never published, that doesn't make sense, okay? That doesn't make sense. So the person must have published something. And research know-how, okay? Yes. Academicians, I think we are all academics, don't worry, okay? And then, okay, good. I'm happy. You already know how to select. You already know, okay, can you not write on other places? Okay, what is this? Communication skills, who has already published is already covered. Academicians covered, on the basis experience covered, so I'm going to delete, okay? So remember, I will create one space and we write there, I'll insert bullets and you choose one bullet, okay? Or you create one bullet. Okay, so I will not say much because you already have so many criteria. You might be expecting then which criteria are required. I mean, when I become an editorial board member, then what shall I do? You can discuss, you can make your own criteria. This workshop is to give you everything that is available, everything that is possible. But when you go back to your reality, then everything doesn't work. For example, in a branch where people haven't done research, they have not published, but they would like to start doing something, maybe that you form an editorial board, and because they become editors, then other people will write. Next time these editors will be writers again. You know, that is how you can groom yourself, okay? So, but time, you know, commitment, zeal, interest, you know, and then social reputation, accountable. I mean, he or she has acted, you know, as an accountable person in the past, something like that. Okay, great. Now, let me go to next. This time we'll not spend much time. And this time, I think we can also choose the same, but these are different people, okay? These reviewers are different people. They are not editors, they review. Now, what do you think they need to have? Can you write here in the in this box? Yes, just choose one place. Okay, one place to write, and yes, and choose one bullet. Yes. Okay. Knowledge of the format. Okay. Yes. You did not say that knowledge of the format for the editor. Editors also need to have them. Okay. I mean, I have the knowledge of formatting, APA, MLA, Harvard, Chicago, so many. Okay. Whatever journal you publish. Command of language. All right. Great. Great. Past knowledge and experience. Okay. Expertise in the field, cooperative, enthusiasm to be a reviewer, along with the language command, well-recognized persons who have published research journals, articles, okay. Critic, confidential, impartial, not impartial, impartial, okay. And have subject knowledge. I think this is one thing. And knowledge of format, research knowledge, okay. Great, great, great. All right, good, very good. Okay, command of language. All right, okay, command of language. Oh, Do not come in the middle, eh? Interest, passion, time management. I think the reviewers all over the world have one bad reputation. That is, they always go beyond the time given, or they submit just on the dot of the last time. And they always need to be reminded, not reminded, they need to be notified, you know. Oh, gentlemen, lady, 1 month remaining, 20 days remaining, 15 days remaining. Okay, you go on. And tonight, 12 o'clock, you should submit. Then will they do? Otherwise, they don't. Okay, that's the problem. So I think people who have time sense, okay, time sense is very important. Okay, proactive. I don't know why you want proactive, but everybody has to proactive. Fine, no problem. Yes. So now, what you do is when I send this file, you list. I mean, you sit down in your committee or in your group, and then decide which criteria you want to have. But for the reviewers, we discussed only because we need to know. Otherwise, it is the editors who do. But those who become editors ultimately, then you need to have both of these. First, you are a manager. So you set criteria to select editors. And when you become member of editorial board, then you start working to get the reviewers, okay? So, okay, great, all right. But can you stop writing for what you call reviewers criteria so that I can write, okay? Now, past knowledge and expertise, knowledge of genre and ethical. I think I'll make it one point. Expertise in the field, cooperative, enthusiasm, well-recognized, researchers, we have published, okay? And then, yes, command of language, proactive, encouraging, qualification, interest, compassion. Compassion, okay. Compassion is like, don't be too brutal because you are also a beginning writer sometimes. That's the idea of being compassionate. But without being brutal, this, what do you call this, blind peer review doesn't work, you know? Blind peer review, okay? Now, yes, experience, I think it has already come, so I'll stop here. But this idea just came into my mind. So what is blind peer review? Peer review. I want someone who has not spoken so far, shout out. And somebody else writes the same thing. Not many people, only 2 people involved. Can somebody shout out what is a blind peer review or blind review, peer review? Yes, blind peer review. Oh, the authors and?
Blind peer review. Both the author and the reviewer do not know each other.
Neither the author knows who is the reviewer, nor the reviewer knows who the author is, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, exactly.
Why do we call them blind? Because they don't see each other.
Yes, sir.
Very good. The authors and reviewers are anonymous, huh?
The double blind, when authors and reviewers, they don't know each other.
That is double blind.
That is.
Yeah.
So what is single blind then? The reviewers
single blind
authors.
The reviewers may know the name of the authors, but authors don't know.
But normally, when we say blind, we remove all the information about the authors. Okay. But maybe if we call them double blind review, that's great. Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yes.
So because when I know you personally, if your article comes to my desk, then I'll be soft towards you and brutal towards others. So in order to remove that situation, I mean, not have that situation, what we do is we make it a situation that nobody knows anyone. And there's a risk, you know. When we started this blind peer review, double blind peer review in NELT Journal, then some articles some articles submitted by what you said, renowned people, got rejected, and they said, I will never write to NELTA journal. They shouted, okay? So this is what happens. But to maintain the quality standards, you know, we should be professional, because we have got the, I mean, when you get the number, international numbering system, then you have to follow the rule. If you cannot, they might remove you from the numbering system, okay? So indexing system. So when you start playing a game, you have to follow the rules of the game. Otherwise, don't play, okay? Yes, triple blind review. Who is this writing? When editors, reviewers, and authors, oh, okay. Editors, I think yes, because I have been a reviewer where I don't know editors. Okay, I just know the manager. I mean, editorial board. Even there, I don't know the editors per se. I just know a contact person. Okay, who does all those things, and most of the things are automated. You know, the articles are sent to reviewers, and then they send back. It's not email. There's a system. Okay. Yes, the auditors, the reviewers. Okay, great. So triple, but blind peer review qualifies for most of the situations, but triple, when we do very well, when we are sophisticated in our logistics and system, then we can do that. Great. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's cold. You drink water. You might have some nature call, okay? Manage yourself. We'll have a short break, but the break will be connected with the reading, okay? Reading. That's how I manage, okay? Now, sir, which reviewer, okay, which review type? Can it be? Yes. I mean, blind peer review is what we see, okay? Triple, technically it is also triple, but because we don't know the editors, who the editors are, so it's going to be triple anyway, but it is blind peer review, okay? And then remember, do not send your articles if when you are an author which doesn't have blind peer review system, and then if they send you review in 3 days, and they select your article on the 4th day, okay, they're just bogus, okay? They try to make money. Anyway, now what I do is I now go to this, okay. So we have already brainstormed, okay? Criteria for editors and criteria for this. Now, setting up an effective editorial board, okay? So how do we set up a board? No, first question we answered is how do we select? Headhunt, broadcast, narrowcast, okay, use network, whatever. And how do we recognize, I mean, how do we identify people who qualify for being editors? Then you wrote a long list, you know, 12, 15 criteria. Then once the editorial board is formed, then they will choose the reviewers. You already have criteria. Now, okay, we have a pool of editorial board members, prospective members, okay? Then how do we decide how big the size will be? What positions shall we create? That's something we need to think of. One thing is maybe what are the practices, okay? What are the practices in your area? Or what are the practices that your organization is following, or people in your country are following? And next would be, what are we aiming at? Okay, are we aiming at a very quick publication, or are we aiming at a long-term establishment? So what are we aiming at? And what resources we have? You know, if you have resources, you can have many. If you have low resources, maybe few will need to manage, okay? Now let us see. There's there's what you call some examples here. I have brought the examples from Journal of NELTA, and second is Journal of Teaching English with Technology, published by University of Nicosia, and English Teaching Forum from State Department. Okay. Now you can see in the Journal of NELTA we have 8. Okay. So 8 editor-in-chief and deputy editor-in-chief and 5 editors, but we have managing editor. A managing editor basically may not sit down and work on the paper itself academically, but he will manage the editorial process. Okay, communicating, deciding, passing on, maybe doing a little bit of technical task. So we have this, and this Nicosia University's journal has 2 editors-in-chief and 3 assistant editors. Okay, not others. And in the English Teaching Forum, I think all of you know the journal that comes from State Department and through the RELO. They have 1 editor-in-chief, and there are 33 editorial review board. We need to check what their roles are, but I guess that they're on the editorial board doing the review task. Okay, but we cannot say this because if we say that, then we know who the reviewers are, so it's not going to be blind peer reviewed. Okay, and plus this journal doesn't have all articles which are, I guess, peer reviewed as such. There are some tips and others as well, so maybe they might be doing both. And there are contributing editors who contribute to editing process. Okay, so this is it. Now, who do you want to have in your committee? I mean, editorial board. Okay, so for this, let us not have many. Let us just have 1 person. Who will, yes, please come this side. Okay, please come this side, and then yes, don't write, please. We have enough. Okay, we have enough. Like so we can, they are all oh, there are questions. Okay, people. Okay, I'll not delete. So now editorial board. Okay, editorial board. Then so who do we have? Can 1 person, this 1 person, just one anonymous chameleon? You write, just like NELTA journal. Don't write that. Just write what you want. Editor-in-chief. Okay, let this person finish. You have editor-in-chief. Okay, and then editorial and editors. Okay, all right. So how many? Please do not paste anything. You pasted and it's difficult. LI and delete table one. Don't delete. Will be done for. Okay, Journal of NELTA Gandaki. Okay, 4 editors and 1 editor-in-chief. All right. Okay. No answer. All right, great. So you decide. Okay, how many and what you want to achieve. Now let me go for a little bit of yes. Then what responsibilities do we assign the editorial board with? We are not discussing with the reviewers because reviewers will review. That's all. Okay, but authorizing the editorial board. So let us see what are the responsibilities? Can you this time type in the chat box? Here, what are the responsibilities? Everyone, right? Type just one. Oh, Rameswarji has written, what is the difference between editorial board and editorial team is the same thing, okay? Call for articles, all right. Yes. Is that all? Screening, selecting, screening. Don't write what others have written, okay? Be different. To edit and finalize, okay? Deciding area, scope, call for articles, sending for review, all right, select reviewers. So many, all right, okay? So now, I will show you this. I'll send you this, okay, later. Here, you know, we have this Wiley, okay? So Wiley's, you know, system is this. They have, I think you can read this. Can somebody read it out?
Okay. Shall I? Okay. The GE Editorial Board currently has 6 editorial positions: editor, deputy editor, associate editor, senior associate editor, assistant editor, and guest editor. There is also a copy editor and an administrative assistant. Have the roles of each editorial board member with respect to handling JEE manuscripts.
Okay. See, now you can see so many positions that are available, okay? And there is no editor in chief or chief editor. There is editor. There is deputy editor, associate editor, senior associate editor. They have got so many layers, you know. Assistant editor and guest editor. Guest editor will be usually somebody who is editing for certain issue, okay, certain kind of thematic area or certain kind of, you know, methodological area. And copy editor is a person who doesn't work on the content, but, you know, the layout, the minor typographical errors, grammar errors, and all those things, okay? And then administrative assistant, okay, yes, so somebody who manages administratively. And then, you know, we have this, the whole thing, editor, the job, okay, deputy editor's job, and then associate editor's job, and then, you know, senior associate editor's job. Job means task, okay, TOR, we might call it, assistant editor's job, guest editor's job, and copy editors, so what they do. So if you read this, you're going to get a lot of ideas here. It was updated 21st of, July 1st, 2021, okay? So do you think you want this? Hello? Do you think you want this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Would be better, sir. Would be
okay. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
We need it, sir. We need it.
Okay. Now I'll show you something from home. Okay. Something from home. Okay. So this is NELTA ELT forum. Okay. Now NELTA ELT forum has this, what you call this, TOR. I have removed the names, but now I want someone, this time a female, to read out this thing. So who would like to read? Somebody.
All right, I'll read that, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. NELTA ELT forum editorial team terms of reference. Team formation. The lead editor will be appointed by the NELTA secretariat. Other editors will be explored jointly by the lead editor and NELTA center. However, initial editors will be recommended by the NELTA secretariat.
Okay.
And tenure. The tenure of lead editor is for 1 year. The tenure for editors is for 4 months. There will be 2 editors working along with the lead editors for 2 consecutive issues. And the roles and responsibilities, lead editor will collaborate with other editors for timely publications and necessary articles, manage the quality of articles and local content of the learners, edit articles for the accuracy and mechanics of writing and relevance to the context, provide the proper guidelines for writing, referencing, and maintaining the issue of plagiarism to the contributors, share the password of a NELTA ELT forum and keep it secured in consultation with a NELTA Center, provide a time plan of 1 year to the NELTA Center with possible responsibilities of each editor and month of publication with possible themes for each issue, coordinate with the NELTA Center and update the regular activities monthly.
Okay, so this is the lead editor and there are editors, they have got responsibilities. And you also need to tell them very clearly benefits and support. What benefit will they get? Will they get a salary? Will they get a certificate? Whatever. Okay. And then okay, and propose, okay, all this. And also at the bottom, the editorial team can opt a guest editor for each issue. Okay, so if you write like this as a manager, then the editors will be you know, in position to move ahead independently, okay? So then, so far what we did, I just forgot. Can somebody remind me? Somebody new. What did we do? What did we learn? Hello?
Well, sir, at last we learned the different responsibilities of the member of the editorial board.
No, the whole thing. The whole thing. What did we start with and what did we do?
Yes, sir. We talked about the selection criteria of different responsibilities, and then discuss about their responsibilities. Yeah.
Did we discuss how to select?
Yeah, first of all, how we select editors.
Yes.
Then we went.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a nature call break. How long do you want? 5 minutes? Enough or longer?
5 minutes.
5 minutes is good.
Okay.
5 minutes, okay, sir.
Yes, in 5 minutes I'll start speaking. All right?
Thank you, sir.
Until then, I also switch off. I mean, switch off means like video and audio. But I'm here, okay? If somebody gives us out, I'll open. I'm there. Yes, I also miss my co-presenter, Dr. Santosh Agrawal. Her mother has a cardiac arrest, so she has been hospitalized, so she has to be there. We were in communication, so I'm doing the job. So we both worked out our plan and preparation. Okay, 5 minutes. 1 minute to go. Okay, somebody said compassion earlier, so I thought you need a couple of minutes extra. So I opened 2 minutes late because I want you to feel relaxed when you come and discuss. Okay, we go a little bit fast because we need to learn lots of things. You are actually getting a big responsibility to facilitate publications of journals and article. I don't know how to say that. Research books, whatever. This is, it's editing doesn't limit to just journal articles. Okay. Okay. Now. So now, what have we done? We have set up a process for selecting editors, and we have developed a list of criteria for editors, a list of criteria for reviewers, and we have also made a structure of the editorial board. Okay, I mean, it will be different. So that's why I can't give you the answer, okay? I can give you only options, only possibilities. And now what happens? We have got the board, editorial board. What happens next is the editorial board will meet, okay? They will meet. So then what are the questions we need to answer about the meeting? Let us see. Okay, see, we have, we will decide, I don't know who decides, is the managers or the editorial board? I guess the managers can just suggest something in the beginning, but it is the editorial board that has to decide because it is their responsibility. Managers do not, they just set up the board and then they look for the finished art, journal, okay? So do you meet annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly, or as required? Ask yourself, when do editors need to meet? When?
If we require, sir.
If we require? Okay. Yes, it's not if or when we require, maybe. Will we require to meet, yes. And how often? Okay, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly. And what preparations need to be made before the meeting? Agenda setting, logistics, communicating, many things. You need to make a lot of things there. And venue, earlier it used to be venue. Now probably what do we go for? Do we go for a venue or do we go for a link?
Nowadays a link, sir.
Yeah, links are better, efficient. Like we are meeting now from so many places, Oh, can you mute yourself if you're traveling? Somebody seems to be traveling a motorbike. Okay. And then logistics, yes. So logistics is if you're meeting in person, then a lot of logistics are required. Online also, a proper paid link, all that. And then meetings need to be documented, remember. Because you need to document meetings, decisions and process for two reasons. One, you need to prove to the managerial board of your organization that you met and you did something. Second, if any case, some legal action takes place or some kind of confusion takes place, then documents will save you or help you, okay? So you need to document. And then meeting and making decisions is not the end of the story. What you need to do is you need to follow up, okay? You need to follow the decisions. Are the decisions implemented? Did you act as you decided in the meeting? And writing minutes, okay? So minutes writing is again documentation in other words, but writing minutes is not simply documentation, it's also, there's also some technicality. How do you write? What do you write in it? I'll just share, the 1 minutes of NELTA, Journal of NELTA Editorial Board meeting, okay? I have deleted some details there, like date, and then minutes. Now attendees, what attendees? Attendees are people who attended the meeting, okay? And here, to save time, what we did, we just wrote agenda and decisions. But what you can do is you can first have agenda and then you can have decisions like this, okay? You can have this. And here they say how the meeting started and what was mainly done and all this. So the first meeting of the team, new team is a team of experienced and talented members who are committed to make the Journal of NELTA more qualitative. On behalf of NELTA, the editor-in-chief welcomed them all to the editorial team. Okay, and then they have this editorial process, okay? They discussed, the team members were briefed about this, receiving plus recording manuscripts will be managed, and the screening and review process will be managed by so-and-so. We entrusted responsibilities to certain members, okay? And then so-and-so with assistance from other members will review the peer review reports, okay? So many things, see, APA things, we decided, book reviews, like how many, so what's the current status? We have how many submissions were made, how many screened, and how many in peer review. And then, so finally, AOB. So this is the decision list, okay? And finally, propose next meeting date and time, 4 p.m. Nepal time, Sunday, 13th of June, 2021, okay? So if you do this and circulate the minutes document, then what happens is everybody will know what was done, what will be done, what is my responsibility, so what's my deadline, then they will do it, because the members work better when there is a specific and very concrete planning and provision. And then, okay, so this is about meetings. I think all of you hold meetings now and then, so let me not focus here. Now let me go to one major thing, that is the editor's major responsibility, okay? That is handling the manuscripts, okay? I mean, the managers select you, and you are an editorial board, and you meet and you decide. But your major outcome of your meetings is to plan how you handle the articles or manuscripts. Now, I have brought some different ways of putting them, okay? So now, can somebody raise the hand or shout out to read this? Hello, somebody, new person?
Yes, sir.
What is written at the top?
Author submission.
So what did the author submit?
Submits the article.
What is the article called in the beginning?
Manuscript.
Manuscript. Okay. Yeah. So now the manuscript is submitted to the editorial board through email, yes. Okay, or in some system. Then what are the two possibilities?
Editorial office registered submission, or
yes, yes, registers and then first decision. So yes. What are the two possible decisions?
Reject or send for review.
So now this review, okay, either rejects or is sends for review. Then what happens?
Reviewers are selected and invited for the review.
Okay, so when the articles are ready to be sent for review,
Yes.
at that time, what they do, or maybe from little time earlier, they select the reviewers, okay?
Yes.
And then what happens?
Comments from reviewers is collected and maybe transported to the contributors.
No, wait, okay. Comments
from reviewers.
Reviewers send the comments to the
manager.
No, editorial board,
Editorial
not manager.
board.
Managers are now home, okay? So editorial board. Then what three decisions are possible that the editorial board might make?
Acceptance, rejection, or it may require some revision that could be returned to the author.
So what does accept mean?
To be published.
As it is.
Yes, as it is.
Okay. Or if the reviewers were brutal, they said, okay, this person doesn't make a good author and the article will make a bad reputation for your journal, so do not publish it. Whatever they say, whatever comments they say, or they cross out
with the red color.
Reject it, okay, then it's rejected. And then or there is a midway, okay, accept is one side, reject another side, but midway, what is midway?
That
we can still send them
for revision.
For revision, but what do we tell them? What comments these reviewers have given? Okay, yes. We tell them that reviewers have got these comments, so please improve your article and resubmit. Then the author will resubmit.
Yes.
Then again, three possibilities.
There will be further review. And again, there will be editorial committee decision, editorial board. Finally, either it is accepted after the review, revision, or it is rejected.
Okay. So then how many chances of rejection possible? Please mute yourself. So one rejection in the beginning, one rejection after the first comments from reviewers, and then other rejection after that, okay, after the correction. But some journals repeat this review thing. They first get the comments from the reviewers and ask the authors to revise, and then the updated ones is sent to the reviewers again. Okay, yes. So this is one. Now the same thing, what we do in NELTA. Okay. Now can I invite somebody else? Somebody else? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let me.
So then, Journal of NELTA, layers of editorial process. So
okay.
What is the first layer?
Manuscript collection and screening. Manuscript collection and screening.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means collection of article and watching it, observing whether they are appropriate or not.
Who screens?
Editors.
Yes, it is not with the reviewers. It is the editorial board members. They screen. They just have a quick look, say, oh, not in APA, send it, okay, or whatever, okay, or reject, okay, we say. So no right to the author.
No right
yes.
to author. No right to author, or yes to the stage, to next stage.
No. When there is nothing right to the author telling them you are rejected. But if there is yes, then there are two possibilities. What are they?
Send to author for rework, or for blind review, for the review process.
So here a little bit different than earlier one. The screening process says the article is not good, but there is some ray of hope that the writer has some potential. Okay. Then instead of sending the article to the reviewers, what you do? You send it to the author again. Do this. Okay, and then they resubmit. Or if it is with good meat in it, then send it for blind review. Okay. And then
review of revision. Review of revision means what reviewer has.
Who reviews the revision?
editorial board again reviews the.
Yes. So the blind review report is not directly sent to the author, because sometimes reviewers do not understand the paper. Sometimes this happens. Okay. Sometimes they have made a wrong decision, maybe because of their expertise was wrong or something like that. This happens. Okay. In some cases. Then what you need to do is you need to sit down and then review the review process, review comments, and then say, then first, is the reviewer, doing the job properly? If yes, now there are 3 possibilities.
Reject.
Reject.
Third review. Accept.
Okay, reject or accept, or third review, another review. Okay. Then if it is accepted,
then language editing, copy editing, and send to and liaise with production.
Liaise with production. Okay, now in the 5th, so we edit for language and the copy, the formatting, the style, all those things. And when it is ready, okay, well cooked cake, we send it to the NELTA body and they do the production job. Okay, so this is what happens. Now your job starts from the beginning, because you are already recruited. You are the editorial board. Okay, so that's another. And now let us see something else. So if you want to learn more about handling the manuscript, then here there is one publication, Hindawi. Okay, now I will simply quickly scroll down to let you know. Okay, so first, receiving a manuscript. Now, okay, but when you receive articles from people, then review yourself first and your position. Is there any conflict of interest? Has your family member or your boss submitted the article? Then you should be out from the editorial board. Or maybe there is something that does not allow you to be in the editorial board. You were selected, but now you realize that. Or do you see the members of the editorial board come from the same sort of background, or something is fishy? Okay, if you're not happy, then just leave it. Okay, that's what they say. Then okay, see, here is something this. So let me read. You should not select a referee who, works or has recently worked at the same institution as the author or authors. So as an editorial board member, when you send, let us say another issue, when you send the article to the reviewers, then make sure that the 2 do not work in the same institution, because you know. But earlier in triple blind, you might not know. Okay. And then has co-authored a paper with the author or authors. Okay, so if they were partners, then they will do something. And has a recent or current public collaboration with the author or authors. Any collaboration, working in the same institution, or co-authoring, so don't do it. Okay, and initial evaluation, we said the screening. Okay, then in this, what do we do? Say, can I invite somebody else to read it? This what does initial screening mean? Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir.
One person.
Yeah. May I, sir? May I, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So research published in Hindawi journal must also be scientifically valid.
Okay, just read black only, okay?
Yeah, scientifically valid, technically accurate, representative of a specific advance or replication or null or negative result, as reproducible as possible, ethically sound and transparent.
So When we screen, if the article, okay, manuscript passes this criteria, then what do? We say, all right, green signal, okay, green signal, and then we put it yes, okay. And then now what do? Recruiting peer reviewers, okay. So you can see that the chronology here appears like we bring the, we accept the articles and we screen them, then we look for reviewers. Actually, in reality, what happens is when we make the call for articles, we also hunt for reviewers. But sometimes what happens, somebody will submit an article within our discipline, but with a specific agenda that somebody, some certain people only can review with justification. So we may need to recruit peer reviewers. So you know why we say peer reviewers? Peer reviewers are the people who are just like us, okay, in the same field. They're not senior, they're not junior. It's not like that. It is people in the same field and in the same range of expertise that we have collected, okay? And questions are they impartial? Are they qualified? And do they cover every necessary expertise that is required, okay? And after this review, then you make a decision. Publish unaltered without any change, consider minor changes, consider major changes, and or reject, okay? Then confidentiality is a big thing. Neither the editors nor the reviewers should share anything what you're doing. You can say that you're a journal editor, but you are not going to say that publicly. You're not going to boast about your editorial thing. People sometimes write their editorial identity in the email signatures as well. Sometimes you might be in trouble, okay? So better don't do that. And then you need to also study publication ethics, okay? What can be published and what not, and all this. And then, this recognition. In recognition of editors' work and to provide transparency about journal's review process, the name of the editor who accepts the manuscript will be mentioned in the final published version of the paper. So not in the middle, like that. It will appear in the journal published, but not. It's no celebration until it has come out. But if you are a salaried editor for the journal, okay, it is always there. That's okay. Now we have one. Okay, there is another as well. So please go to Elsevier. I'll send this link and also send the article itself. Now, finally, we have come to a point when we need to make a decision, okay? That is, we need to develop a calendar. You already have that calendar, but I would like to give you some time to revise it, to revisit it, and to allow you to, present, show others who also learn something from your side. But here is a word, okay? There's a word. Can somebody, yes, somebody? I think your mic doesn't work, so just close it. Let others speak, okay? Somebody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Once more, there are 3 voices.
Setting off the lead time for editing, peer review, publication, and distribution of the journal issue.
Okay, wait. There is a word, a compound word. What is that? Lead time. What is a lead time? That's very, very important, okay? And I found this in Wikipedia, so I have brought it here. So, madam, would you like to read the whole thing in one go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lead time. A lead time is the latency between the initiation and completion of a process. For example, the lead time between the placement of an order and delivery of new cars by a given manufacturer might be between 2 weeks and 6 months, depending on various particularities. One business dictionary defines manufacturing lead time is the total time required to manufacture an item, including order preparation time, queue time, setup time, run time, move time, and inspection time, and put away time. For make-to-order products, it is the time between release of an order and the production and shipment that fulfill that order. For make-to-stock products, it is the time taken for the release of an order to production and receipt into finished goods inventory. Wikipedia.
Okay, all right, thank you. Can somebody else now explain what is the lead time for us, journal editors? Hello?
Time, excuse me, sir. May I say? Lead time, I think, means the time when we start our call for article and the time it takes to publish the journal. When we start publication process.
Yes, you're right. But do you think we plan that way, or do you think we break down our activities?
Yeah, we break down. We do activities in different stages, different steps.
Like, do you see on the screen?
Yeah.
What are they?
Let's work out the lead time. The call and submission deadline, peer review, editing, publication, distribution, and the journal.
Okay, the distribution of the journals. Okay, it should be one. Okay. All right. So these are not all the things that you'll be doing. So you have to develop. You have to set, lead time for every bit of activity. Okay, specific dates from when to when, and then put it as a calendar. Okay, in your, what do you call, reminder, yes, Excel sheet, spreadsheet. So now let us do this. You have all worked hard to develop the calendar, okay? But the calendar is very, very important. So based upon the discussion now, and then your experience and your understanding and the homework you already have done, I give you 10 minutes. Okay, I give you 10 minutes to work in the group. Bikashi or who else? Sudipji will group you. I don't know, if you want to be in the same team, this is going to be trouble. So take the homework you did as a practice. So you'll be grouped into groups of 5, and you spend 10 minutes and you come back with activity and dates. Imagine that you are starting to start the process of, initiate the process of not making a call actually. Yes, making a call. The editorial board is already set up and nothing has been done until the production level, okay, production date. So how many days, from when to when, so what task. So just develop one table, on the left activity, on the right, the date, okay? Dates, that's it, nothing big. And write your name and come back ready by 7:45. So Dipji, can you create a date? Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Lakshman, sir. We have already done that, sir. So should we discuss on that, or we should?
Yes, you discuss on that, and then because we heard so much new things, so you revise and bring it. You don't need to create new thing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Please go quickly and come back at 7:35. And Sudipji, you will. I don't know. Zoom automatically.
Yeah, breakout room is already done, sir.
No. The Zoom automatically indicates to the participants only in the last minute. Can we set up for 5 minutes? No, not 5 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes.
Or we can close the room. I think it's already set up. We can close the room after things.
Okay.
And can you simply review the things that they need to do, tasks that they need to do, so that we can share the message to all the rooms. Lakshman sir, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was speaking, but I was muted. So I was saying Rajendra, Krishna, and Rajkumar, they are still here.
Okay, they need to join the room. They were already allocated the different room, and a message was sent to them to join the room.
Yeah, I know.
Rajendra Baral is in room
No, it's not Baral. It's Rajendra Joshi.
Okay.
Do you see? And can you force him? I think there is one button which forces them.
Okay, sure. I'll try them to join the room so that they could go.
Do I need to keep like the call and submission deadline and other things in each group?
Yeah, no. You can decide whatever words you want to make. Okay.
Great. Just what are the tasks they need to do it actually? If you repeat them, we can send to all the rooms.
Okay, simply develop the timeline for all activities.
Develop the timeline.
Timeline for
all the
activities beginning from making a call until the production.
Activities from beginning a call.
No, making a call.
From making a call
to production.
Call to production.
Yes.
Okay. I will send this message to all.
Yeah, they've already done, so they will simply work it out better. Okay.
Yeah, I have sent that to them.
Okay. Now, sir.
So, sir, if you keep in chat box, I will broadcast, or will you be broadcasting?
I have sent to all.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, sir. Namaste.
I have been up here now.
You are a participant or observer or what? Or facilitator next time?
Facilitator next time, since I would like to make a chain of presentation, I'm present in your presentation, sir.
Oh, okay. So how do you think it's going? Do you think people are finding it difficult? Because it has not been fast, actually.
It's okay, sir. It's perfect, in fact, because they are enjoying being very much active in the task. It's a workshop, so you indeed have conducted the workshop, in fact. So they are very happy, I think.
Okay. Ganga madam? Hello?
Ganga madam is in mute.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. No, I heard that when you went for dry run, dry cough, interesting. Huh?
I'm not speaking because of.
I know. Okay. Dry run, dry cough.
That is that. The homework was that part of my exercise, that annual calendar.
Okay, ठीक छ. अब त्यो रिपिट नगरी हुँदैन, मान्छेले एकैचोटी बुझ्दैन, थाहा हुँदैन, त्यसैले रिपिट भएको ठिक छ। Something has to be repeated.
हैन, आज नयाँ कम्पोनेन्ट पनि इन्ट्रोड्युस गरेको छ कि, त्यो भएर रिपिट गरेको ठिक छ।
ए हजुर।
Plus they had no time for sharing. Today they will share.
It's okay.
Lasan sir, we need to finish by 8, right?
That includes Q&A, no?
Q&A.
So listen. So at 7:55, I will say I'm done.
Okay.
Then in 5 minutes you do whatever you like, right?
They have if you go to timekeeping, they have 3 minutes. It's 7:41. So when do you want them back, sir?
It is 45, but they have already been told. So the time countdown should start at 44.
Great.
Okay.
I think they are not confused because they already did this homework. They simply didn't present, but today they are with different partners. So let us see.
Lakshman sir, I'm requesting you to go to room number 4 since they are asking for help. Shall I?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So room number 4. I do not see.
No,
four ma jao mas. 4 ma.
Yeah, I have requested.
Okay.
Sudipji, we four are here, so
how many minutes time remaining now?
So you need to bring them back at 4:45, right?
44 and yes, 1 minute left.
It's 43. Then I can close all rooms, and within 1 minute they will automatically come in the main session. Then
yes. And so far I have jotted down only 2 questions.
So because are they preparing calendar?
There are 3 questions altogether. Sir, 4 questions. I will post in.
Okay.
What do I do?
You just mail them, okay?
Shall I mail or shall I?
So mail those 4, and if any comes, we need to copy them as well. Okay.
Okay. I have sent to you, but the names is not kept there. Now I think it's time to close all the rooms.
Yes, Sudhiji.
Lakshman sir, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Sunita Astik bhako ठाउँमा task बुझान्छन् क्या?
Now I think we have already time, and shall I close the rooms? It may take 1 minute for them to be in.
Yes, अब तपाईं close भनिदिनुस् ल. Room how many rooms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5 rooms ल. सबैलाई पर्दैन, एउटा ग्रुपको रुमको मान्छे हाल्दिने हो के रे प्रेजेन्टेसन गर्न लाउने. Maybe we need to give them screen sharing privilege to someone.
Okay.
Vishnu Kumar not joined, Dilip Chaudhary not joined, Vinod Neupan not joined. कहाँ गएछन् उनीहरु? Amit Kumar not joined.
Sir, we joined and we discussed.
Yeah.
And just we come back, sir.
We had joined, sir. We have
yes, sir.
Zoom says they did not join.
No, sir.
We are discussing, sir.
We were 6.
Already back,
we were
sir.
6 and we discussed a lot.
Good. Now, time is tight, so we'll not say anything. I invite somebody from group 1, okay, room 1, to say, to quickly read out. If you get opportunity to get a screen share, you do. Maybe you can shout out who you are, and then Sudipji will give you that privilege. Then you simply read out activity timeline. Okay, come on.
Kalpana ma'am, you go.
Okay, sir, it's me here. Would you please give me chance to share my screen?
Yes. To Kalpana Portal. Maybe somebody from each group write their name if they are presenting in the chat box. Then Sudipji will give them privilege to share before they are ready. Hey? So group 2, 3, 4, 5. So now the chat box ma. Kalpana, I think you are ready.
Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have only 10 minutes. Yeah. Indra Wali from group 3. Sudipji, okay, yes, please.
Now, did you see my screen, sir?
Yes.
First, we had worked in province-wise. Then we also discussed it in group now. So we decided that this is a good thing to share. So I'm going to share it, the timeline for a supposed timeline for the article publication. There are 7 steps. The whole 6 months will be divided into different 7 steps, and these 7 steps are divided into days and date. The first step is call for articles or call for manuscript. It takes 7 days, like July. For suppose if we are going to publish a journal in January 1st, then we have to start to work from July 1st because it takes 6 months. For example, for the manuscript collection, 7 to 10 days, July 1 to July 10. Second step, article collection and editorial screen means this is the process of rejecting or accepting and sending to the reviewer. It takes 45 days, July 7 to August 22. Third is like peer review and adjustment of comment. 45 days timeline or is given for these steps. Fourth is final decision or publication. Fifth is content and copy editing. It takes 45 days. Similarly, 15 days is for designing layout, December 10 to December 23rd. Seventh step is preparation for publication. It takes 7 days, December 23 to December 30 for the publication. And finally, if we follow these steps, we'll be able to publish a journal by 1st January 2023. This is how.
Okay, thank you. My comments will come afterwards when every group presents. Now, group 2.
Okay, sir. Okay, so I'm.
Kalpana, stop sharing, please.
Okay, so from group room 2, I'm positing.
The Dilip?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please. Open your file.
Okay, I'm open. Is it visible, sir?
It's visible, but we see your email. Don't you have file?
Yeah.
Where are you looking for that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go to the top. Yes.
Actually, calendar ELT journal on contemporary issue. We had just made the topic. And I have to go from bottom, sir. I have to go from bottom.
Okay.
First, decision of province committee for publication. Discussion of essentials, funds, experts, technicalities, tools, etc. And formation of editorial board by 3rd week of February. These all activities will be done by 3rd week of February 2022. Then written commitment from the editorial board members, 3rd week of February itself. And then real process, actual process starts from this step, sir. Call for article submission. That will be done by the last of February. After that, and 1.5 months will be given to the authors to submit their manuscript or articles by April 15. April 15 will be the deadline for.
Okay. Be quick,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Then we'll do first proofreading by May 1, and one step is missing. This is not final. We have improved it, and let's say send to you, sir. Dinesh sir has done that. We have discussed. It is missing here. One is that review process, and for that review process, we have allocated 2 weeks.
Okay.
After that, second proofreading or a screening. Second proofreading will be done by May 15. And at last we will do selection or rejection of the article by last of the May, and then we have allocated time for, let's say, as we have intended to make the journal online. Preliminary acts like ISN number. We will take ISN number of the journal. This will be done by 3rd and 4th week of June 2022, and we have allocated almost 1 month for final publication. right? Last week of July 2022. Means we have allocated almost 6 months for the.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Please unshare the screen. I will invite group 3.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Group 3.
Yes, sir. Actually, I and Kalpana ma'am belong to the same province, Karnali province, and we had scheduled the same tentative annual calendar. So she has already shared then what to do.
Then if your group made any different thing, all right. If not, we can go to group 4. Okay, yeah, group 4. Group 4.
Okay, sir. It was decided that Dinesh sir will share, but now the same is shared. I'm going to share ours from province 7 so that it will be beneficial for us to get feedback.
Okay.
This is we couldn't do much removing and adding thing here because of time. So I'll only read the needed things. So from 4th number, after formation of editorial board and call for the article is the first thing that we have decided to do February, 3rd week of February. And then it should go it should here call for reviewers here, but it can be maybe later. Sorry, earlier or maybe that same time after screening and selecting article. Screening and selecting article also in the 3rd week of 3rd week of March after a month. And then distributing and reviewing the articles. That means sending for the further step if that is considerable, if not rejected. That is after 1 week, and that will go for 15 days. And actually we haven't here done much editing after our discussion. So it was initially made like this. And then distributing and reviewing the articles as per the their expertise area to the reviewers. And then after the whole cycle, again more 15 days for adjustment of the comments or back and forth from reviewers to editors and editors to author or the contributor. So addressing adjustment of comments and all, 15 more days. So and 15 more days to responding. We have actually made little like a breakdown here, responding to the authors regarding selection by editors, that 15 more days, altogether 45 days in that process. So final editing here, May 3rd week. Or in final editing, there are 45 more days here given. And then requesting ISSBN and that process, the same parallelly. And then designing layout, that technical stuff, sending to the press, July 1st week. And then publication, disseminations and all. So yeah, we couldn't do much with the...
So altogether, you start in February, finish in August, yes?
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay, now group 5.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. May I share the screen now?
Yes, be very quick because we plan to finish by 55. Okay, sir. So please, yes.
Okay, sir. So mine is in Word file. Is it visible, sir?
Yes. So just read out. Just read out, okay?
Calendar for the 3rd volume of EDU. It is based on the assignment, EDU journal, to be published on 1st January 2023. I have mentioned the date and activities. And the lead time I have said is for 6 months, 15 days. Yes. And 15 June 2022 announcement for the submission of manuscript, call for manuscript. 30 July 2022, deadline for the submission of articles, 45 days allowed. August 1st to August 15, 2022, article collection and editorial screening, 15 days. August 16, September 30, 2022, peer review and adjustment of comments, 45 days. October 1st, November 15, 2022, content and copy editing, 45 days. November 16, November 23, 2022, development and final article submission, 7 days. in November 24, December 7. That is final decision on publication, 15 days. And December 8 to December 23, 2022, final designing and layout, 15 days. 24 December to December 13, and publication 7 days. And January 1st, 2023, launching or disseminating and uploading the journal in the web.
Okay, thank you. Please unshare the screen.
Thank
now,
you, sir.
I don't have time, so I will just say one thing. All of you have planned to do everything. Please unshare the screen. 6 months, around 6 months. Initially, we think so, but when we really start working, that time is less than enough. If you ask me, I'm in the NELTA Editorial Board. What we do is we stop accepting the papers by the July 31st. And then August, September, October, November, December, 5 months for after the manuscripts are in, even that is too tight for us. Okay. So, so what you do, you need, making a call and then collecting, there must be bare minimum 2 months.
Yes.
Okay, not 45 days. And then other things also, as a beginning editor, make it longer so that you have enough time, because you are not going to be working full time for the journal. It is a part-time. You do it in the morning, on Saturdays and all this, okay? And reviewers will never send articles back with comments in time. So you have to hunt them, you have to call them, you have to write them, to send text messages. That's the only thing. Otherwise, you've done a great job. You've got a good idea. But remember, these ideas are now scrambled here and there. You have to sit down again as a committee and then make a final plan for this. So what I'll do, I'll be sending you all the materials I showed, plus some other materials for your review and then study. I guess you'll make a very good team. It's already 8 o'clock, so thank you so much. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes extra if we like for question answer. Otherwise, back to Bikasi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's already 8 and we need 3 things. One is Q&A. We have 3 to 4 questions, and I'd like to take those questions. And then we'll do one form for attendance, and then I will put one concluding line, and then we will leave for today. So, starting with the questions, we have a couple of questions. Here, let me read out those questions. And Gopal Basyal asks, is there any specific criteria for blind reviewing?
Criteria, the process, so there is no criteria, there is process. Like you have to blindfold the paper, that is remove the names, remove the addresses, remove anything that might indicate where the article originates, and then send it. And then also tell the reviewer that they should remove their name in the Word document. It should write only computer name like SP or Dell or something or some other name. So that's it. There is no other criteria. That is the only caution that you need to take. Okay. Yes. And then.
Okay. Thank you, sir. The next question is from Rameshwar Thakur, and he writes, which criteria would you suggest for provincial level journal in Nepal?
For what? For
I think it is about the double blind reviews.
Okay, I mean triple you cannot do, so double blind review you have to do. Okay, otherwise you'll be in trouble. You'll be blamed. So double, yes. Then
okay. So another participant asks, is it necessary to prepare checklist to the reviewers while sending manuscript?
Yes, without checklist do not send, because they will give you fuzzy. And then they will not know what to do. So you must have clear cut, and mandatory checklist. Okay.
Okay, so we have a last question, and unfortunately, we don't have
triple blind review is even editors don't know who the authors are and who the reviewers are. Okay, that's triple. All right. Thank you. Okay. I think we're done. And the link is already sent, so you can say your final words and we are done.
Okay, that's great.
Everybody please sign. Otherwise, you'll be marked absent.
We signed, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Professor Dr. Gyawali and everybody, thank you so much. This is a wonderful session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, exactly. Okay. Wonderful, sir. How soon the time.
And Motikala ma'am, namaste to you again.
Okay. Namaste. Sorry, due to my poor internet connection, I could join anyway in the last also. It's very wonderful session.
Okay, so the big people are around. The big people are around. I'm so happy to see all of them. Bishwaji and Mati madam. Okay.
We are, as you said, big, but
you are also big. Sir, all the presidents are there now. Yeah, Naura sir, Dinesh sir.
Okay, yes. Yeah. All right.
Yes, all our chairs are there. All
sir, you were there all throughout, no?
Sir, yes, Kamal sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Okay, because could you say the final words to all the participants and
Yes, ma'am. So far, we have received 34 responses for evaluation and attendance. A couple of participants are writing. So let me use 1 more minute to thank all the distinguished Neldians and participants. We are at the final minutes. So I'd like to thank for Motikala Subbadevan, Nelta President, for her gracious presence. Similarly, I'd like to thank Mr. Biswaraj Gautam, the railway specialist, and request to share your observation and feedback. Your feedback are really helpful to improve our session. We have still another 3. Our sincere gratitude to Lakshman sir for his very comprehensive presentation, I would say. He covered almost everything and also covered some of the things from our previous sessions, which we had not been able to complete in this way. Similarly, I would like to thank other facilitators like Ashok sir, Ganga ma'am, Navaraj sir for your presence, and sometimes you supported us through chat box and other things. I'd like to thank Sudeep ji for all the support behind the curtain, and most importantly, I'd like to thank all the participants for your very active participation. Thank you so much. We'll send you the link, recording of the link soon, and see you on Wednesday at 5:55. Thank you.
And we'll also send.
Open your mic and give a big round of applause to you, Lakshman sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Sir, Madam Ma'am.
And huge clap to Vikas sir.
Yes.
Yes, Vikas ji and Sudeep ji. Yeah, yes. He's also there. Yes, Ashok ji.
Yes. Sudeep has the key. He makes things go.
Sir, there are different links sent by Lakshman sir, Nepal English Language Teacher Association, and Vikas sir.
Are they different?
I mean, the main essence is same, links are different. So
yes,
once we do once, that is done, or we have to do all?
One is done. I don't know. Maybe he created another. So Google is duita banauncha kya? Google makes new things. Yeah.
So I feel only one.
One is okay.
One is okay. No problem. One is okay.
Okay. Good night. Good night, sir, ma'am.
Good night. Okay. Thank
you. Thank you all. Yeah.
Sir, here I just would like to thank all the dedicated future editors. I know many of you are current editors. I just want to see a journal from your region. That's it. So when we see the great journal, we might be considering for future programs for similar similar themes.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
And we were so impressed, and it's so good timing that we're celebrating the 60th anniversary of English Teaching Forum. And we actually would like to promote English or tissue related journals.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's very, I think it's an excellent contribution to ELT community, because you are training people for the job that people used to do without training.
Yeah, and I know if even if 50% really provide, I'm sorry, you all are thinking that I'm the future editor and publisher, but I keep my bar to 50%. Even if 50% is dedicated, that's awesome to us.
Yes.
But try to be 100%.
Yeah, we are hoping much more than that, sir.
No, because Moti ma'am and Sudeepji, you don't count, because and Professor Dr. Gyawal, you don't count. Those who are in the branches, they count, because you are the local leader.
Yeah.
And
don't worry, sir. We will do. Don't worry, sir.
Nepane also doesn't count because he has already published.
Don't worry, sir. We will do.
Maybe I would be counted if I did.
Oh yes, sure.
Yes.
So it means we are
good evening,
on the line.
Keshav from Japa.
Yes,
okay.
Keshav, we see you.
Who is from Japa? Sorry.
Keshav Upre, he is from Japa.
Oh,
yes.
Keshavji, you are not in Japa. You are somewhere up in the mountain, right?
I came back to Japa, sir.
Just in front of the waterfall.
It's going to be 1 year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Okay, welcome back to Japa.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bisha sir. Thank you, Moti ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Time for dinner. See you in the next session.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Let's join the dinner at the same time, if not in the same place.
Yes.
I already had.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, you can close the meeting.